a chat to talk about some of the realities of running your business. Perhaps I can start with the green movement. We see those frightening images of waste on the screen, and I think we all feel quite sick and we feel quite scared. This is not a concept that's very far away from any of us. How are you finding what people are saying around green commitments and real action? Where's the real commitment happening from partners and from the market right now around green opportunities and green businesses?
All right. I'd first like to introduce myself. I'm Bunolo Vilane. I'm the Sales and Logistics Director at Green Movement. I'd also like to thank RCS. I'd like to thank Tiba for giving us this opportunity to be able to showcase our businesses at a greater scale, because where our businesses are situated or where the business has started, having this opportunity for us, number one, is where it starts, where the whole green thing starts, is people need to know of green businesses for people to understand what green businesses can do and the impact they have. So I think where it starts with us, people who have a clear understanding, for us then to educate the next person, because I don't think, one, we grow up in the same environment. Yes. I don't think we grow up knowing the same things, reading the same books, doing the same things. So there needs to be leaders, and I think sitting here in the room, we are the leaders. That's where the actual impact starts. That's where the green knowledge starts. So I don't think it would have started if I wasn't conscious myself. So because I am conscious, like any other business, when you do a business, you see an opportunity and you make use of that opportunity. So I think it starts with us, people are conscious, and now we are now giving off that information, that knowledge, that awareness, those pictures to someone who didn't even know that such pictures do exist in a general world, because to them, it's just a normal world.
That's fantastic. And I mean, perhaps I can add on to say this level of consciousness, even at a community and individual level, is perhaps where we're seeing the real action, is not looking towards massive corporates, but actually movement at an individual level.
100%.
Zetu, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts, hi everyone. My name is Zetu Gunene, the CEO of Green Movement Energy. My thoughts regarding that is also we have to kind of also be aware of greenwashing. Also spreading certain information, false information regarding what action counts as positive action towards climate change, global warming, what policies are actionable policies, and what are just kind of in the air and just for the sake of publicity. So I personally believe that focusing on greenwashing and limiting that, the exposure of that to the public, is probably where we start, because that's where the counter argument for the existence of climate change or global warming. I mean, we've got a lot of denialists or anti-climate change people as well who pretend it's not real, who rely on fossil fuel, I think the biggest thing that we have to worry about is the consciousness of it, conscientizing the public, our communities at the local level. And it just kind of spreads from there. I think I saw your video, and your video mentioned that one guy that I think he's 18 or something, or 19, and the intern, and he said he's now conscious of picking up litter. And that's one person now in the community who'll be able to do that. And if he can influence someone else, so on and so forth, it becomes a cascading cycle.
That's amazing to hear. That is amazing to hear. Could we bring Faith back onto the big screen? Faith, and to our audience that is watching virtually, it's wonderful to have you. Faith, you built a platform that is based on providing opportunities for many other people. So you didn't just pursue your own success, but that of an entire agricultural community. Why don't you share with us where you think the real opportunities lie around collaborating in this green space and in the agriculture space? What has your experience been around collaboration?
Thank you very much. I think in fields like agriculture, I think probably living in the whole ecosystem altogether, I actually believe that there is much we can actually do through collaborating. For example, in Puno, we have managed to essentially describe our offering into like 3 steps, and 2 of those steps actually rely heavily on us being able to collaborate with other people and actually have other people come into the mix to say, we can actually educate your farmers, we can actually equip your farmers with accounting systems and stuff like that. So I actually believe that we wouldn't have gotten where we got without collaboration.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Faith. We appreciate that input. We missed you here today, but I suspect you are part of an ongoing fellowship that's quite powerful. And everyone here in the room, please connect with Faith. Right, Winnie, there's a quick theme going on here around education. Huge part of this industry is this education that's required. So perhaps you have taken an approach of training the trainer, so not relying on the impact coming just from your organization, doing one stream of impact. What do you think are the key drivers of success in this space of upcycling, recycling, circular economy? Be good to hear from your experience.
Awesome, thank you. Is this on?
It's on.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for having me. This is very awkward for me. It's not my comfort zone. But for me, I think the main crux is actually really seeing the value in a person. Because if you can teach people to love themselves and understand their intrinsic value, then they start valuing everything else around them, and they start seeing how they can actually make a difference. So as much as we're teaching people how to work with waste and trying to make a difference on the planet level, they need to really believe in themselves. And for me, that's where my passion is actually showing people that there is a value within themselves. And when they see that value, they want to teach other people that value. Yes. And the trainers go out there wanting to make a difference within their community because they came from a space where they didn't have any faith in who they were as people and didn't see how they were important in the world. Mm-hmm. And as soon as they started creating value for themselves, they started realizing that they can create value for other people and impact other people. So for me, the passion really is about making a difference to one person, because that one person can't help it. I think it's a natural trait for us as people to want to help the next person. Yes. So as soon as you feel that you have that belief in yourself, you naturally want to go out and help the world.
Yeah, that's a fantastic answer. And I think it's incredibly insightful that outside of the fact that the circular economy can have tremendous societal values, it can actually provide a sense of purpose to individuals and communities. So with that, your moment in the spotlight is soon to be over. Those in Cape Town, have a think about what your sense of purpose is on a daily basis and here in the room. And let's have some closing comments. This is networking. You're here to get people in this room to help you. In a very short sentence or two, what's next? What's next for Green Movement?
Powering up Africa.
Powering up Africa.
100%.
Okay, lovely. Winnie, what's next for Upcycle?
For us, it's basically really connecting with corporates that have waste that they really can't find a solution for. Because there's a solution for everything. It's just about putting a little bit of effort behind finding that solution so that we can totally get rid of landfills.
Fantastic. And Faith, what's next?
Feeding the African population, by capacitating one farm at a time.
Great. Let's give a round of applause to these wonderful people. Thanks, everybody.